Yeah. Got her. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus on this today.
You're watching the Noble Farms YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and support the channel. Thanks for watching.
So we're back again. We're going to pick up this old baler. This is an old baler that was here on the farm for years. And some people wanted some parts off it, so we gave them the parts. But we're thinking about we should rip the chain out of this and pull all those old bars out and see if we can make some feeders for the sheep and the cows. So that's our plan with this. We're going to hook onto this. We already got the hitch taken off, so we can't just hook it to the tractor. So we're just going to hook it up with some chains and cable and that, and we'll pull it over to by the shop and see if we can start cutting some of those bars out. So follow along. Could get interesting, and you'll see how we use all the whole scrap stuff around here and make things work for us. So that's our new plan. So we'll stick with that and see what happens. Figure out a way to chain this up. Put one on the other side. Okay, we'll start the tractor. We'll keep her up with the winch part of it. Let's see if we can go with it. See what happens. Do some bouncing around, but should work. There you go. She's on the way. We'll meet her at the shop and get it parked over there out of the way. So we're going to try to cut the chain on this. Quite a bit of tension on it. We're just going to try to cut it off. Do have the lock on the ram on the other side. This old baler all smashed to pieces, so I'll be pretty careful here just in case this falls off or falls down. So we got eyes behind us watching me, so they'll probably be yelling at me if she lets go. Oh, that went a lot better than I thought. We'll move to the other side. See if I can get it cut on the other side. So we'll cut through this one, same side as cut over there. There goes nothing. There we go. And she's clear. So good thing the lock on there kept the door up, so we might end up cutting this off in a couple places here just so that we'll move it out in different pieces. So I'm going to jump up inside and I'll get it from the front actually and cut it off again one more time into two pieces. See if we can get a sensible ground here. So that's that side. Let's see if we can get around to the other side. So we'll cut this side off and we'll probably move her away from the shed here so we can unhook it from the tractor, and we'll hook the tractor onto it and get it pulled out. So cut this one off first and into this one. go. Perfect. Okay, so that's all off. So we're going to pull those chains out, and we'll come back again when we get it all out and show you all the bars. Welcome back. We got all the chains out. We didn't get killed or lose a finger. So we're going to pull those chains in now, the bars. We're going to try laying them up on a table so we can get at them up at waist height and get those bolts taken out, get the chains taken off, so they're all in separate bars so we can pack them up and use them here later on. And you stick around, maybe you'll get to see us put together this baler made out of those pipes. So come along, we'll drag that in and see what happens there. That's the top one. There you go. I took one of these apart once before, a little smaller baler, and we made some feeders, different feeders. We used a net feeder for sheep. The nuts and that were worn right down, these nuts and bolts on the last one, and we couldn't get the wrenches on, so we had to cut them off with the grinder. That was painstaking, but these nuts and bolts looks like they're in really good shape. So we're gonna get the drills, impacts and that, and come here and see if we can pull all these off without too much of an headache. So that's why we laid them up here on the table, because it'll be a little bit easier. This is the shorter piece. The other pieces are a lot bigger, so hopefully this old table holds up the weight, but we'll see what happens. So stick around. Just as easy doing it yourself, is it? So these bolts will keep. May need them for something down the road. Ooh,
Got it.
the close one.
I missed by a corner.
Yeah.
Almost had to get in there.
Insurance here with.
You wish. No insurance now is about the same as your disability at work here. None.
Inexistent. Or non-existent.
So we have all the bars taken out. We just packed them on the pallet like that so we can put them out in the yard inside. So like I said before, we'll take all these and make some feeders out of them for the sheep and for the cows. We do have 2 more balers like this at our neighbor's place. It's old balers that he just said, man, if you want them, come get them. And so they're bigger bars, but they'd be great for making the bottom bases and the top. Use the smaller ones for the uprights for the cows and the sheep to put their edge through. So we're gonna move outside because I need to take one of the tires off this old baler. So to take it up to the neighbor's place because one of the balers up there is missing a tire. So in order to pull it home, that we'll have to put a tire on. So we're just going to loosen this one here now, and we have to take it in the backfield and put it to its final resting place. And we'll pull that tire off in there and just bring the tire back out so we can take it back up and get the other baler. So stay tuned. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. I took 2 out. We'll that's enough to just pull it in the backfield here. So Yeah. Got her. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus on this today. Wicked. Perfect. That worked just like snot. Huh?
Just like we drew it up.
Yeah. Like we knew what was at. Wicked. Oh,
Lunch is finished.
a big old piece of snow gone down my back. You're not cold. Well, that piled up pretty nice.
Putting the end now.
Yeah. In there.
What is each?
This
what,
in.
What end is that?
That's not going to be the right one.
The other end.
You need the other end.
Of course.
That's in under all that now. Now, that might be something else.
Oh my god. Two of us gonna be killed here.
He don't have no balls anyway.
No.
I said he don't have any balls anyway. Yeah, like it wouldn't bad enough. Now you bring the sledgehammer. So there you have it. That was getting those bars out of that baler. That is the 2 balers. We have 1 more baler to go. We'll do that for another day. But it was a bit dangerous, at say the least, some of that stuff we were at there. Please don't go doing what we're doing. So yeah, that was it for that day. We got everything put away now. All the bars are put outside. Balers are in the scrap pile in the back field. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and share. Thank you.